It's the world you live in, and you can change it from within. Have you ever wondered why, in the same world, under the same circumstances, some people see life as full of light, while others see only darkness and suffering? Is the problem really out there in the world, or is it in how we are looking? You might believe you're living in reality, but does any reality truly exist separate from your mind? What you're seeing, is it the world as it is, or the world as your mind is projecting it? The world you're living in may not be the real world, but rather the inner map of your consciousness, shaped by what you believe, what you think, and what you feel. If that's true, then every effort to change the outside might only delay the journey that truly matters, the journey inward, to the very place where suffering begins, and where peace can also begin. What is the mind? Not thoughts, but the root of reality. The mind is not just a container of thoughts. It is the origin of reality itself. It is not something with a fixed shape or boundaries. It is a stream of conscious energy, constantly flowing, constantly shaping. In Buddhist psychology, the mind is not static. It is a sequence of moments of consciousness, citta, arising and fading like lightning flashes in the night. We think we're living in a continuous stream of thought. But in truth, we're jumping from one mind moment to another, so rapidly that it appears seamless. This flickering stream creates what we call me, and what we call the world. The colored lens of the mind. The mind is like a tinted lens. Whatever color the lens holds, the world appears in that hue. When your mind is caught in sorrow, the whole world turns cold and gray. When your mind is full of gratitude, even ordinary scenes seem to glow with the light of dawn. You're not seeing the truth. You're seeing a version of truth that has passed through the filter of your mind. In Zen, there's a saying, "The mind is like a still lake. When calm, the moon reflects. When agitated, the moon distorts." And in Stoic philosophy, Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The mind shapes all experience. Nothing is good or bad, only our thinking makes it so." Modern science. You don't see reality. You see the brain's interpretation. Neuroscience confirms this. You don't perceive the world as it truly is. You see a version reconstructed inside your brain through networks of emotions, memories, and beliefs. Your brain is an artist, not a camera. It doesn't simply record, it redraws. Your patterns of thinking, feeling, and reacting form unique neural pathways, your personal lens on life. When you practice meditation, mindfulness, or self-observation, you are actually rewiring those pathways, changing the way you see the world. This isn't just a metaphor. It's biological reality, neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reshape itself. If the mind is the root, then what is true freedom? If the world arises from the mind, then the only thing you truly control is not other people, not society, but your response to everything. The ancients said, "No one can hurt you unless your mind opens the door to let that pain in." And the moderns add, "True freedom is not being dragged around by your first reaction." The Buddha taught, we are what we think. With our mind, we create the world. When you think with anger, you create a world of collisions. When you think with mindfulness, you create a world that is open and kind. Conclusion: return inward before it's too late. So if you feel tired, lost, or unsettled, if the world around you feels noisy, chaotic, suffocating, don't rush to blame life, don't run away, and don't search for answers only outside. Pause, breathe, look look within, you'll see everything you're going through, joy, sadness, confusion, emptiness, is not coming from the world. It's coming from how your mind sees the world. The room may be the same, but the light inside you has changed. And just by changing your way of seeing, the whole world may change with it. Don't wait for pain to become unbearable. Don't wait for loss to teach you the value of inner peace. Right now, you can begin the return. You don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to become someone else. You only need to return to yourself, because your mind is where everything begins, and it's also where everything can be healed. The mind is the root of suffering, and also the ground of liberation. The world you live in is not out there. It's in you. Return before it's too late.